to the show that talks about Tulsa. People making a difference in the Tulsa community. Special guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to covering important issues within the community no one else is talking about. The hot topics and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Miss Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, or on www.KBOB899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, January 28th. 2026, and we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mama and them and tell them. You can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
Well, on today's show, it is the last show, our last Wednesday show at 1 o'clock. So we're going to talk about how we got here, what we've done, and where we're going.
Yep. The Community Wake Up is our new morning show. What are some of the topics that you wanted to discuss? And we're going to jump into it because we're going to be taking our notes.
All right. And our hot topic, the United States Conference of Mayors are rallying. Find out why. America's healthiest states are ranked. Find out where we stand. And America's nephew goes to the Pro Bowl. Let's talk about it. Birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network powered by World One Development. Put on your seatbelt. We'll be right back, y'all.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM. The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the number one choice for upscale events, from weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network powered by World One Development.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things. One, so we can support, and two, so we can be informed.
What's going on, family? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes fitting back in EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and NYCU.FM. My job, because the world wants to know, is provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with the emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that great investment. I'm so excited and I'm so elated to be one of the creatives of this phenomenal 6-year run show.
Yes, and I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I'm also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show for the past 6 years.
Happy Hump Day, Damali. What's going on with you? How you feeling?
I'm just a little excited at this point.
Man, I am. I'm excited, a little emotional. I got mixed feelings. Now I understand when they say mixed emotion.
Yes.
Today is definitely a mixed emotion type of day for your boy Charles.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
We will. And I'm telling you, if you're outside and you out and about, it's still a couple of slick spots.
Yes.
I mean, it's been so cold lately that now you feel like it's hot outside. I seen a brother out there with a tank top on and some shorts and some Timberlands. I still got to take them Timbs off.
No.
Because it's still like 30 out here. You could catch a cold or the flu.
Absolutely.
Or maybe COVID. So put some on. But anyway, it is a better day. But school's been out. The kids been at home eating up all your groceries.
That's right.
And college students, they hanging out at the crib too.
Yes.
It's been a roller coaster for a few days. I don't even think the kids done got back to most of the schools yet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's hump day already.
No, but these arterial roads are, they're not good.
I know.
So, that's why the kids are not in school.
Yeah.
Because, you got to make it to the main road. Now, if you get to the main roads, you got it going on.
You good.
But, them side roads or something else.
Yeah, you can pull your sleds out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm glad so many people are already on. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us. We got a exciting show today for you guys.
Yes.
But Damali, before we do all that, what you do this weekend?
So, before we get started, we want to first send out prayers to the family, friends, and the community of Alex Preddy.
Right.
This was an unfortunate situation, and no matter what your stance is, we can all agree that a life being lost is always traumatic.
I agree.
So, prayers to that Minneapolis community, man, they kind of going through it right now.
Right.
So we just want to be sensitive to that first and foremost and, just lift them up in prayer. Right. Then also we want to talk about, you talked a little bit about the snow day.
Right.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, and I was just telling our producer, Steven, I was like, you know what? Snow got this funny effect on you. When you first see it, you're like, oh, it's so pretty. It's so nice. And you just love it.
All of that.
And then after about day 2 in the house, you're like, hey, okay, now I'm over this.
Well, I think people realize real quick, we are a species, right?
Yeah.
That are interactive.
Yeah.
We need the social component of it. No matter how much you think. That's why when you're in the house by yourself, you start letting the blinds down. It start getting darker and darker. You better get up out of there.
Right.
We are designed to be with each other. It's about community. But I agree with you. But I tell you what, people that work with us enjoyed them couple of days.
Man.
The snow days. I'm telling you, we got so much work done.
Man, I'm telling you, it ain't nothing like doing your work in your onesie with fuzzy socks. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I don't know about a onesie or fuzzy socks, but I ain't had on a onesie since I was onesie age. You know what I mean? I don't know what time you cut off the onesie, but grown people wear onesies when it's snow.
I do.
So you got grown people onesies out there.
Absolutely.
I thought I seen people with those little rabbit ears in the
Mine don't have no ears on them and all that. We ain't doing all that.
I thought
but
I seen
do have a hood now. Don't play. But it ain't got ears.
It don't have ears on it. Well, I'm glad we back outside, y'all, because even though we be in, we still have to get out because the one thing about having buildings is when these freezing temperatures come, you got to go check on your stuff.
You sure do.
Man, did you see? I see at the hotel downtown, the ceiling collapsed, the water ran off to it, and just flooded out the whole thing. Nice upscale hotel. But that whole cold, when they go below freezing, man, all kind of things can happen. So we hopefully you business owners out there haven't had to endure any of those things. And hopefully today we can help you laugh a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want to send out a huge congratulations to Pastor Mike Todd.
Yeah.
I am so excited for him. He is going to have a Prime Video movie premiere of Relationship Goals.
Right.
Which is going to be premiering on February the 4th.
Right.
So it's coming up. That's next week.
That's next week.
What? That's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, I'm excited about that. You know why I'm excited about that?
Why?
Because I'm tired of hearing about Drewski.
Oh my God.
And all that fiasco. You know how
it.
stuff can get so crazy,
Right?
but you need some good news.
Yes.
Some better news, because this world we live in, Damali, it loves shenanigans.
Oh my God.
It loves gossip. It loves drama.
And if there is none, they'll create some.
And that's why on News You Can Use, we try to bring you the positive happenings. Now, we're going to touch on the other stuff, but him having a movie, they shot that thing right here.
Yes.
You know, Tulsa, Oklahoma, a.k.a. Bigsby over there at Transformation Church.
Yes.
And to have them big-time celebrities in town and all this stuff. You know, we was up
Absolutely. You know what? And the funny thing is, so my daughter, one of my daughters actually follows Mike Todd and goes over to the church. And so she sent us a thing in our family group chat and said, hey, if you want to get tickets to the premiere, then hit this link. I promise you, by the time I put my finger on the link, their tickets were gone. I'm like,
more
dang.
tickets, sold out.
Yes.
Just like
so I'm like, you know what? But I can't even hate. I'm glad. I'm so happy that people are, you know, taking advantage of that. So congratulations.
Yeah, and I say this because sometimes, see, when you know people and you've seen them growing up and all of that, you have a real lens. You have a real respect of who they are and their family and what they're all about. And when you live in a community where you watch this pastor impact so many people, then you know what a person's heart is. So you don't get into the shenanigans. And we understand when you in Tulsa, you on Black Wall Street, sometimes you got to do things your way. Yeah. Just like KBOB, we get to tell our story
our way.
Just like that. But hey, Michael Todd, Pastor Mike Todd, put some respect on his name. Congratulations. The New York best-selling book has now become a movie that we all can enjoy. So grab the book. Yeah. Go check out the show. Put it together, and hopefully your life will be better in 2026.
Absolutely. So I guess we're up to the Black History trivia question.
Let's do it.
Let me get my pen out.
Get your pen and pad out.
And see who gonna get it right today.
We gonna see.
Yeah, we shall see. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Black History trivia question. Who was the African-American seamstress, activist, and writer who bought her own freedom and ended up being the trusted seamstress for First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln? Was it A, Ann Lowe? Was it B, Rosemary Reed Miller? Was it C, Elizabeth Keckley? Or was it D, Rosa Parks?
Girl, you're going to start something like this. Black history's not even here yet, but Black history is every day and every week here on our show. But anyway, just so I can get this thing right, read that one more time. And y'all on the live, we got thousands of people on. Y'all tune in. We got the local, the national, and international people in the building. Energizer, come on, get your boy back. Read
What's up, AJ?
Read it one more time, Damali.
One more time. Here is the question. What's up, Mario? I see you. Here we go. Black History trivia question. Who was the African-American seamstress, activist, and writer? So she was all of those things, who bought her own freedom and ended up being the trusted seamstress for First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln. Was it A, Ann Lowe? Was it B, Rosemary Reed Miller? Was it C, Elizabeth Keckley? Or was it D, Rosa Parks?
Energizer came through.
What did Energizer
He
say?
said B 2 times. So one B is for him and one B is for me. What do the rest of y'all have on today? Because I was just sitting there thinking, but Energizer, I'm praying that you got my back, because I feel like I was gonna kick off my year on a good foot. So if I can get this right on the last show of this Wednesday, I can't get back 6 years. We ain't never missed not one show. Live from Uganda, live from London, live from LA, live from Louisville, live from Omaha, live from Kentucky, live from Arkansas, live from Pine Bluff, live from Texas. It's been us. Anyway, we're going to take a break. Y'all come in with your answer to the Black History trivia question. We're going to jump into some of the spotlight highlights of some of the things that we did, and we're going to ask you what some of your highlights. And as we navigate to this new show we got coming up, we want to get your input. Is that all right, Damali?
That's all right.
We're going to take a break. This KBOB 89.9 FM News You Can Use with Charles and Damali. We'll be right back, y'all.
KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive. Reaching the community, the Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, Tulsa. I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chillin'.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
One more.
The Juice Radio.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News you can use. Charles and Damali, and we are back.
We are back, and today is a bittersweet day for us.
Right.
Primarily because this is our last show, guys. Our last Wednesday show at 1:00.
I know we've been getting people over the hump for 6 years without missing.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times people don't even understand this radio thing. Damali, is it what you thought it was going to be?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No,
Not
not what I thought it was going to be. And I don't know that I even put a time limit on how long we were going to be able to do this.
Right.
But I definitely didn't think it was going to be 6 years. I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but I didn't think it was going to be 6 years. But here we are, 6 years later.
Just like that. So what we're going to do a little bit based on what you're saying is we're going to highlight a couple of things that we've done just to kind of rehash them a little bit, spotlight them a little bit, see what the people on the live think about them, and then kind of roll from there.
I think one of my and I won't say favorite,
right,
but one of the most impactful things that we've been able to do, and there's a laundry list of them, but I think when George Floyd was murdered, and being able to go to Minnesota, and especially with the unrest that's happening there now, to be able to go to Minnesota, to be able to do our show live from Minneapolis.
Right.
I think that was one of the highlights, and I think that's kind of right when we were just getting started, doing radio and, trying to figure things out, and to be able to have that opportunity,
right,
to actually go to Minneapolis, to actually, we had a security detail because things were so crazy back then.
Right.
And so just to be able to be there in the middle, at ground zero, that was something, to experience, to me.
And I'll say it was a little different because we didn't realize we had a detail team. That's number one.
We did not.
And so we get there and 3 white SUVs pull up, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And Damali got back in the car like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then these big old brothers get out, 6'2", 6'5", 6'8", and they wait. We here to take care of y'all while y'all are in our city. And even then, sometimes things are going on and you see it on TV. You didn't get a chance to go ground zero. So you don't feel the intensity. That's the end of the situation. But once we got there, and this one thing people didn't get a chance to maybe see, we were recording outside, y'all. We was right there on the corner where it happened by the church. We right there sit on the corner right across from the grocery store where the situation happened. Y'all check this out. All of a sudden, some gang people that was upset with politics go in with the people who was trying to highlight to try to make things better. So we getting ready to go in the church and the mayor and the different people who had some NFL players and stuff that was part of it. And guess what, y'all? About 50 gang members, I ain't gonna say which one, pulled up on the corner
Mhm.
while we were sitting. And you talking about the temperature changing.
Man, quick.
So real quick. So we sitting there, we trying to record, and I'm sitting there. They said, Charles, you up next. I'm like, I'm reporting from somewhere, y'all. Because out of my
Right.
peripheral, the thing
You
about
can
black
kinda
people.
see what's happening.
Black people got some different kind of sixes. You talking about 6 senses? We got about 16 of them.
Right.
So I was looking at that, but then long story short, me and Damali got in the SUV. Can I tell the story, Damali?
Go ahead.
The quick version. All of a sudden, this dude named Wolf
Yes.
got in the front
That's
seat.
my guy.
And that's when I knew JB was in there. JB jumped in the back. He took off his shirt and put on the tank top and started doing push-ups. He said, I got y'all on DJ JB Smooth. He didn't do that part, but he did have some different kind of energy. But this guy named Wolf, I felt comfortable because this brother said, I got y'all. And he leaned all the way down in his seat. And he had a gun so long. And he talking to the guy. And the other vehicles behind us, we talking about the councilwoman.
Yeah.
We talking about Christy. We talking about a whole delegation of people. And he laid down. He said, man, when I hit these corners, if I see something, I'm picking them off. I said, wait a minute.
Right.
Now, where I'm from,
And
when they say picking them off, now, Damali, I don't know what she was thinking about, but she thought it was a movie. She started eating popcorn.
I was already eating popcorn.
Now, that's not the point. When the guy jumped in with the gun, the popcorn eating should have ceased.
No.
But you didn't. Damali got more excited. She said, oh, you going to pop.
I just flipped over the seat,
I
kept
said,
on
see?
eating, and got low.
I said, that's some of that Tulsa stuff. See, I know it's always. See, I'm from Arkansas, y'all. Let me say that first, because that's when I knew the Tulsa gangster stuff came out. JB from Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. I'm nervous, but I'm getting into the thing about us as a people. We get into this mode.
Yeah.
Y'all know how that is. We can be smiling, having a good day, but if we go into a space and people frowning, what we do?
Yeah.
We put our little mug
Yeah.
on right there. Now, we shouldn't do that, but we
Yeah.
did. Anyway, back to the story. So Wolf got in, and he's telling the guy, man, every time right before you hit the corners, just hit the brakes a little bit. If I see anybody in cars, I'm picking them off. And we got a lot of blocks to go. The whole time, I'll be honest, I was thinking, Lord, if I can just get home. You know how it is. When people pull out guns, no matter what I've done in the past,
Right.
Lord, where are you? Can I please get home? And he just hitting it. Woo, he stopped. And man, he scanned.
Yes.
Woo, we to the next
Scoping.
corner.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, when we went down there, I'm just going to say, when you travel, pray for yourself. Cover, get the prayer warriors out, because even though we had that experience, and guess what? The other people that was with us, they never knew. They never even knew it was happening.
Nope.
And we finally got back to that hotel.
We were in the lead car.
And they was talking about, let's go to the Target where they burnt it down. They said, Charles. They said Charles about 10 times. Charles was in the room.
Right. It's like,
At this point,
I'm
that's
over.
enough.
I'm done.
Damali still got a popcorn. Y'all want to go where? Let's go to Target. I was like, no.
No,
And then
I
Damali
was
gonna
not.
take a picture with all of them after we got it all
I
over.
did.
And they said, y'all get y'all stuff out. So I'm just saying, when we see this in Minnesota going on today, it's real and it's disheartening, because what happened to George Floyd and now what has happened to this other gentleman. Damali, what kind of world are we living in?
And the other the lady that was in the
lady
van that was
she
killed
got
by
ready to
the
drive
ICE.
and got shot in the head 3
This is
times.
crazy. This is crazy.
I am extremely uncomfortable with the direction. What do y'all think on the live? I'm finna give some shout outs in a minute, man. We got thousands of people on. Thanks for tuning in, local, national, international. If you don't mind, share this show, because this is gonna be the legendary show, because it's the last one in the era, but it's not gonna be the last one forever.
Right.
But what you think about all this stuff going on in Minnesota? Why is Minnesota the target
That's
right
what
now?
I don't get. I don't know why right now it is the hotbed,
Right.
and things are happening in this city. We actually met the governor.
We did.
Governor
Walz.
Yeah, and so I understand that he is taking some steps himself to try to get the feds out of there, because he's like, y'all wrecking shop.
It seemed like things are out of order for this reason. In my mind, the governor is the CEO of the state, if I understand right.
Correct.
So normally, if he needs some help for the government, he supposed to give them a call?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, Damali? You just don't decide to bring people in. You're supposed to get a person a call. But anyway, it seemed like they did not do that, because now the governor is saying, we want the government, y'all get all y'all stuff and get out.
Get out of
And
here.
it's sad to live in a country where your local official, who is your governor, is saying, I don't even want the help, because y'all help is no good, because you making it worse.
Yeah.
When does the government make situations, Damali, worse
Exactly.
for the citizens?
Exactly.
Let me go to the
They
live.
shouldn't.
Y'all help me out on live. Let me do some shout outs real quick so y'all
Okay.
can get in here real quick. Mr. Energizer is live from the J-Bone Lounge. He up in the
AJ,
building.
what's happening?
AJ, appreciate you helping me with the Black History Trivia question. We're going to see what the answers first before I say thank you too much. Make sure we got it right first. Cousin Lori.
What's up, cousin?
Cousin Lori, I seen that article on your sister, Lieutenant from the Navy. Big kudos for that. Did you see that article?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a hug when I see you. Kudos, cousin, on that. Uncle Brian, I have acknowledged you.
What's up,
Thank
Uncle
you,
Brian?
King Uncle Brian, for being one of our most loyal listeners, today.
Yes.
We appreciate you and we love you, Uncle
absolutely.
Brian. I see Eli Grayson is on.
What's up, brother?
He said, I think it was Keekly, if I remember right. My grandma had a lady that shopped back in the 1930s and had
I'm sorry. Let me so
a picture of her on the wall.
C. Okay, so that's C. So, and I see that Hilda Sanders said C as well.
Can I go with C?
You can do whatever you want. It's the last.
I'm going with C or B. C and B. B and C. Don't worry about that. Let me go back to the library quick. Hey, cousin Miss Pearlie, look, Miss Pearlie Newton.
Yes, we got something to say
about
rolling.
her later. You got something to say about legs?
Yeah.
Cousin, thanks for tuning in all the way from Arkansas. She's in the building. Miss Hilda Sanders, thank you for tuning in. She got a huge Valentine's thing coming up on the 14th, y'all. If you don't have nothing to do with your loved ones, you want to get out of the doghouse and do something special, then
everybody
reach out
ain't
to
in
her.
the doghouse.
I know everybody not in there. Natasha Mitchell, thank you for tuning in with us. We appreciate she got her popcorn ready. Damali, she rolling with you.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Miss Lori Roberts, where you been? Good to see your sister.
Laura.
We got many others. I'm gonna come back to the live, but Damali, back to the point that you was making.
Yeah, so that was one of the events that I remember very well. Uncle Brian says the government wants the voting records of the state of Minnesota so they can cheat the next election.
That's what's going on.
And then Eli said something. Oh, you read Eli's comment.
I read Eli's comment
already.
I'm doing better on the live. So if y'all put some in, I just see Uncle Brian said C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uncle Brian said C. Did I get him?
I
got you, Uncle Brian.
Uncle Brian, I had enough time to Google, to be honest, but I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm not gonna start nothing.
Don't start no stuff.
Look, I'm not gonna. Kansas City Chiefs are already at home, and Super Bowl is coming up soon, so I'm just not even gonna deal with Uncle Brian. I'm sure Uncle Brian some love today. I'll say another one that was a highlight of us: Justice for Julius Jones.
Absolutely,
man, that was another big one. Damali, when you think about Justice for Julius Jones right here in Oklahoma City, in that situation, we had to go down, and they came to our event center, and did like a fundraiser, and Mom was there, and the cousins was there, and we talked. Shout out to Tiffany Crutcher, Dr. Tiffany Crutcher, for putting that on. But that Justice for Julius Jones, for the people that from Oklahoma, I mean, we was down to the 11th hour. Of this young man
were out there
being executed. So we was across the street from where the execution would have happened if they did not have our governor come up and do a stay of execution or whatever they call it. But in the 11th hour he did it. And I can tell you right now, if you would have been there,
oh God,
you had to be praying because it just didn't feel like they was gonna do right. And because I think what really put the spotlight on it, Damali, if I can remember, is Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah,
you remember? It wasn't really getting as much traction, but then Kim Kardashian came out, and that just shows you, y'all celebrities, boy, y'all can say a couple things, and it can shift because that young man. Now I'm not saying he lived because of her. I'm just saying shout out to her for stepping up and putting a bigger light on it.
Yes.
Other than just here in Oklahoma. Now, what I did not like is it end up political.
It always.
So it seemed like they kind of. I don't even like to use the term spit the baby, but y'all bear with me today. It's the last show, but I think them leaving them in prison for life, but not executing them was a good, okay, we didn't execute him, but we're not going to let him out. So the family happy he didn't get out. We happy that he didn't get, but I feel like justice should be, if you did not do it, you get to go home. You don't end up in a political storm. All of your life got locked up when you was 19 and where the facts turn, but just for political stake, but following that show, Nate was down there, Jabbar, Shoemate was down there, thousands
like everybody.
of people.
I mean, like the who's who.
The who's who. We marched.
State
national people. Black Wall Street Times with Nehemiah, his whole team was there, man. We were there. And so that's called showing up for community. So shout out to us for going down there without hood. It was cold too.
It was cold.
We was marching.
But we did it.
We made it happen.
And so I think some of the other things that we've been able to do since we've had the show is the police report.
Yes.
Lieutenant DeLauren Sanders, because I think that sometimes, and I am 100% positive of this, that, when crazy stuff happens in our communities that involve, officer involved, incidents,
Right.
then it's very easy to just slam the officers, and I'm not saying that some of them don't deserve it, but at the end of the day, we need to have the flip side, and we need to be doing things more often that's going to strengthen community police relations.
Right.
And so that's what we have attempted to do with the police report with Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders, because for one, he's a community officer that wherever I'm at, I see him.
Right. And I'll say this too. Shout out to him because he just celebrated 30 years.
30 years.
He's currently a lieutenant. But when you talk about community policing,
Mhm.
it's called, when you show up, people, it's like, oh, they go to police. Because, people get to running and jumping fences and all kind of stuff.
Like what?
When you say they don't even say police, they say popos.
Right.
But Lieutenant Sanders, man, he pulls up everywhere, no matter what's going on, whether it's an MLK parade, if it's Juneteenth, if some at the event center, other stuff that we're not even affiliated with. I always see Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders showing up and supporting.
Exactly.
He do so much for the kids and so much for the youth, working over there at McLean and covering the football. So I feel like us having him for the whole 6 years that we was on the show, I think was a huge asset to the show. So we just want to acknowledge him and shout out to him, because even though he's done 30 years, he could have been like, I'm not coming to y'all show.
Exactly.
But he actually loved the show, and now he kind of doing his own little influence thing. But we're going to keep him with us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Shout out to Lieutenant.
So we'll transition together. Another thing was the medical report.
Oh,
how
man.
many of you guys know, and how many times have we said that health is wealth?
Right.
And so not only were we going to talk about it, but we're going to be about it.
Right.
So we brought in Dr. Andre Ferdue,
right,
to talk to us about our health and about the things that plague, Black and brown communities.
Right.
And now we didn't say it 1,001 times. He did not replace your own
primary
PCP
position. No, he didn't do that now.
But
I will say, for him to come and talk about, because he's mainly in the area of neuro.
Yeah.
So he's dealing with the brain, neurology, so strokes and all of that stuff.
Right.
But we would cover a myriad of things. And the biggest thing we was laying on is that health is wealth.
Man.
And I think one of the greatest things he helped all of us realize is 80% of the things that happen to us in our community are preventable.
Yes.
80% of strokes.
Yes.
80% of heart attacks is simple things you can do: walking, drinking water, not cussing people out in the drive-through,
and knowing your number.
Knowing your number, getting along with your in-laws. See, I'm going into all the messy stuff.
You're doing too much. That's what I'm saying.
Not being mad at your baby daddy. They're giving your baby mama another chance.
Stop it.
Why can't give? But these are the things that can keep your stress level down if you're getting along with your people. So if nothing else, in 2026, find that person that you have not talked to in years because
try to get along.
Of something simple, and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. Let's make this thing work, because we still better together. Let's go to the live, because I see Eli and I see Mr. Energizer done said some things, and I don't want to get too far down. Look, he done got on the bandwagon. Uncle Brian said, go Seahawks. Yeah. He's now part of what they call it, AJ, the 12. That's the 12th man. It's kind of like that at A&M too, but the Seahawks got like the 12th man. It's like they fan. It's crazy down there in Seattle. Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to them. But let's read what Energizer and Eli said on the live.
Okay, so Energizer says Seattle Seahawks and the 12th men will beat will beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I'm sure the New England has something.
Win.
New England got winning in their blood.
They do.
They got some different kind of blood. Now, they haven't been doing that since Brady, but I can tell you, New England's road to the Super Bowl was extremely difficult. They was taking down all the top defenses, but the Seahawks, man, they jamming, Damali.
Yeah, they jamming.
They jamming over there. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna watch. Who you going for? Are we gonna tell them at the end of the show?
Yeah.
At the end of the show, y'all let us know, because if your team didn't make it, Cowboys didn't make it, you know what I mean? San Fran didn't make it. It's a whole lot of other teams don't make it. But anyway, between Seattle and the New England Patriots, who you got? And I'll say who I'll go with.
I think I'm rolling with the Seahawks.
You rolling with the Seahawks?
I think I'm rolling with the Seahawks.
Why you rolling with the Seahawks?
Just for number one, because they've been kicking butt lately.
Oh, so you're going with the bully. You going with the bully. I'm going,
you know what? Be a bully.
I got two people. Let me see.
I'm
going, man, Mr. Energizer, man, he been a fan of the Seahawks since I've met him. I'm rolling with my boy AJ. You know what I mean? You can't beat him, join him.
Nope.
And and I remember that defense when they won the Super Bowl last time.
Yeah.
You know, they had Marshawn Lynch and they had them boys out there. And then that defense was like the tunnel of boom. I know AJ know all this stuff.
Right.
But they had a cold defense. So it's about time to see somebody different.
Yeah.
Man, the
New
same
England been there
team
forever.
was winning it forever.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Eli says federal terror. He said a return to U.S. presidents who use their office to terrorize Black and other minorities ain't nothing new. The U.S. government historically operated like this up until the 1970s. The U.S. used militia to murder and imprison Indians into reservations for its first 150 years of being. Wow.
What you think about that? That's pretty deep, Eli. My first thought, one, I wasn't born at that time, but I understand my history. And that's the beauty of understanding your history.
That part.
And you're right, Eli. It's sad that it seemed like we're going in the reverse in our country in certain areas. And for me, I can understand the police pulling me over or a trooper or any of that. But when people got masks on,
this ice baby stuff, I don't know what's
like this, like you said, Eli, like fear and intimidation. If I'm the president, is that what I want? My
legacy,
country,
right?
or my legacy to be. I want to be sending out people, with grabbing 5-year-old kids, shooting people in the head, no matter who they are. I'm like, if I'm a president or if I'm in leadership, man, is that what we want for our country, man? What we doing?
The answer for me is no.
Okay, we can go to the next
Okay,
one.
Jonathan Cole. Hey,
what's
Jonathan,
up, nephew? Is in the house.
Wow. He said I can't even say it. Tarianism. That's the name of the game. It's definitely bigger than Minnesota. Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
So he makes me feel like, who's next? You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. It's like we're going to do it. And you kind of know about Minnesota a little bit because Wall was rolling with Harris.
Yeah.
Ooh, because
a
little bit has to be. He was rolling with Kamala Harris. He was almost the vice president. So I'm sure. I don't know about y'all. A lot of this has to have a little bit to do with that because the one thing with him being the governor there, then they definitely will be going the other way versus going along with this coalition of craziness that we got going on. Thank Jonathan for that. That's a good point. Great point.
CB says, hola. He said, Seahawks #1 fan, fam.
So I'm going to say,
I ain't even know.
I'm going to say, hola, como estas mi amigos? I've been taking my Spanish. Did you see that?
I did see that. I saw the way you said that on there.
I said that, so that translate that. How you doing, my brother? Seahawks forever. Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Tyler Lockett was rolling with the Seahawks a long time. And he's a hometown hero.
And listen, I like that color combination too.
The color is working too. Yeah, Russell Wilson. Yeah, Sierra will probably be down there dancing. If she go, I go. No,
whatever.
I ain't even gonna stop that. Sierra, I love you, sister. My bad.
Right. AJ says yes, he's registered 12th man.
AJ, you know when it got registered.
Uncle Brian says legalize the steel chair.
Oh my God,
Uncle Brian. Here we go.
That's it.
Here we go.
That's it. Okay, Damali. Now moving on to bigger. Now,
he said he ain't gonna start it.
Big thank you to Dr. Andre Ferdu for doing the medical report, because that's what we was talking about before we went to the live.
Yeah.
And we just want to. Are you reading something else? You got
it's a couple
okay,
more.
let's get the comments. Come on, back to the live.
Back to the live. Okay, so Jonathan Cole says, I think the Seahawks will take it. I'm still Philly all day though.
He is Philly. I said I know he Philly, so I know he wasn't gonna lean too far in. Look, let me tell you something, Jonathan. Though New England is them boys is rough.
Well, Eli said, didn't the Patriot owner give $1 million to the Trump campaign?
Yeah, and that alone can get you a Super Bowl. No, I'm just playing. We ain't starting nothing on New York. You don't tell him I said it.
Conspiracy.
But dropping dollars do make strange things happen. You know what I'm saying?
AJ says, yes, Eli, he did.
See, that's what I love about it. We don't miss nothing, because if we miss it, our team is not going to miss it.
They
y'all
own it.
Y'all do us a favor, click share on this, because we are going to hit on some upcoming events and other stuff. We're going to make sure people know about before we get off. So even if you can't be on the rest of the show, click share to let it keep running so they can get it.
Uncle Brian says that Maine is next on ISIS plan.
Maine.
Yeah.
So this is all about politics, It's all about politics.
But AJ said Vice President Kamala Harris had said this was going to happen.
Yeah, and it's going play by play. Do you think people feel like they got played a little bit?
I think some people do.
I think people probably feel like, because I don't even think people even understood this would take place. And it's sad that we live in a time where you don't stand on what you said you was going to do. They voted for you for these things because this was your platform. But that does make it tough, Damali, because on one side, people which I don't agree with. They laugh at the other people that went with them and were saying all this stuff. I'm not going to mention no race, no culture or nothing, but you got to remember that's still a Jedi mind trick, y'all. We all live in America. This is democracy. You have a right to vote for who you want to.
That's right.
But we're still hopeful that you vote for your guy or your lady, but you still want them to run with, what was on that platform, and he's not owning up to his part of the deal. So now you got to consider that as we go forward, because we're in the thickens. See, in Arkansas, we say thickens. You know what thickens mean?
No.
We're in the thickens right now. That's like you're going in the woods and you get thick, you can barely move. And that's how it feels like in this country, that you're trying to go forward, but man, you keep taking 2 steps back.
They're making it tough.
Like that. But again, Dr. Andre Fairdew and a medical report, we appreciate him rocking with us for 6 years as well, because he's now the president over there at Hillcrest, doing an amazing job. But we also going to transition that show as we continue to do what we do. But we just want to show him some love and say thank you. And I know y'all appreciate the doctor too, because the doctor, he got some swag.
Right.
He got some swag with him too.
So one of the things before we get off of this subject, I want to also give a huge shout out to Uncle Bobby Eaton.
Oh my God. That's called Save the Best for Last.
Save the Best for Last.
Yeah.
Because it is because of him that we are actually doing radio at all in the first place, period.
Right.
And it is hands down Uncle Bobby who came to us, and when he decided to start this radio shows and start doing radio shows, and he came to us and said, "Hey, I think you guys should do a radio show." And we're like, "Who? Us? What is wrong with you? Why would you think that? We're criminal justice majors. What are you talking about?
Other stuff.
Yeah, we do other stuff." And he was like, "No, I just think that you guys have the ear of the community,
right?
And I think that you guys have the personalities that would, be great on a show." And we're like,
Because one thing Damali and I used to do all the time, we'll be live on Facebook, live from Juneteenth, live from Legacy Fest, we live all over the place. And Uncle Bobby said, "Man, y'all got good chemistry." And that's what a lot of people say now. If they tune into the show, they say, "Man, y'all energy and how y'all transition is good." And Damali said, "Uncle Bobby, that might be the reason why." So when he said that, then I kind of started thinking about it. But the bigger thing is we just felt like we could reach more people. Damali, when she started thinking about it, she's like, I am kind of tired of hearing so much negative news.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times now, whether it's local, national, or international news, if you think about it, if it's 10 stories, 8 of them are they have emotions all over the place. I'm like, this is like watching a Lifetime movie,
Exactly.
So we're going to acknowledge injustices and stuff like that, but we're going to try to bring you the good things that are happening.
Right. And I think that is the biggest thing, because being born and raised in North Tulsa, right? And then making it to corporate America and working, for some of the top law firms in the city, then it's always, you just hear, "Oh man, y'all shouldn't go to North Tulsa and this." And I'm like, what are you talking about? My mama still lives there. I got tired of hearing news that was always derogatory and negative about my community and where I come from, because there are so many cool people in our community that are doing great things that are killing the game.
I know. And then the crazy thing is, for people that happen to relocate here, job, or they come here to go to college or any of those things. What happened to me? I graduated from Langston. I picked Tulsa, y'all, over Atlanta and Dallas.
Right.
Shout out to Dallas, because y'all on here. Shout out to the ATL. That's Chocolate City. I understand. But Tulsa had that perfect mix of city, but it slows down at night.
Right.
Atlanta and Dallas, y'all don't ever slow down. Too fast for Brother Charles. But I felt like this was a good spot to raise a family. But I'll say this, and we have to do better with this. When people come from out of town, you don't know where to live. Hey, where should I stay? Oh, go out south, do here. So you do the same thing, because you're just trying to make sure you're safe. So I live on 71st and 169, and I used to say there's some black people out here, but where the black people really at? Because there's always a black side.
Right.
But Tulsa, since I wasn't clear of the landscape, I just be riding all down the road. I wouldn't find it. But I got invited to Morning Star Baptist Church. At the time with Dr. T. Oscar Chappelle. And messed around. And when you come off the highway, you get off on Pine
and Peoria.
And when I turned, I said,
"Here we are.
Welcome to where the black folks hang out."
Right.
I'm finna give me some pies right now. But anyway, but before that, it took me about a year. If I went into Lowe's, if I went to a restaurant outside or anything, I think what is a disservice, and we should not do this, people would be like, "Well, why you want to go north? Make sure you don't go north.
It's
Man, don't go north. Go." And I was just like, but since I hadn't been and I really didn't know what they was really saying, I'm like, why you always say don't go north? It's bad north. Don't. You go anywhere in Tulsa, just don't go north. It don't matter who you talk, black, white, green, and yellow. But don't let people do that, because when I did my own homework, what I understood and figured out, Damali, was the safest side of town for the last 7 years was where? Guess.
North Tulsa.
North Tulsa.
Despite the other reports.
All the shenanigans. And then look, then I was living off like 71st and Garnett or 61st and Garnett between the two. And then they would say it was a crime in North Tulsa on 21st and Garnett. I'm like, that is not North.
Right.
How do North Tulsa get crimes put on them that's not even really
We
technically
always
North?
do.
They just extend it a little bit. And then if something happened around the corner from my house, they wouldn't even say what side of town. They'll just say,
you already know.
We had an unfortunate situation at 7112 East 36th Street. South Tulsa, say that part. No, I'm just playing.
Right.
I'm not
saying with your chest.
I'm not saying I want nobody's side. We want our entire city safe. That's what I love about Mayor Monroe
That's
Nichols
right.
and some of the other mayors. I'm not getting into politics, but we all want to be safe. But don't say nothing bad about your brothers and sisters.
Right.
We all need to do this thing together. But anyway, Damali, that was a big thing.
And then so anyway, the whole point of all of that, all of those shenanigans was thank you, Uncle Bobby, for trusting us for the last 6 years to come on your station and deliver the news according to us.
Right. We get to tell our story.
Telling it our way.
Our way. And with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into the other news that you can't miss. Not today, Damali. Right?
Not today.
KBOB 89.9 FM. News you can Charlie Damali. We'll be right back, y'all. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry. Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County. KBOB 89.9 FM News you can use, Charles and Damali, and we are back. Everybody on the live, I see Uncle Chess is in the building.
Hey, Uncle Chess,
what's
how
going
are you?
on, Uncle Chess? Hey, Auntie Lo.
Yeah,
he said hey over there,
Lo.
down there in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Appreciate y'all chiming in with us. Look, this is officially the last show on Hump Day at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
It's been a great 6-year run. We gave Uncle Bobby a shout out. We gave JB Smooth a shout out, and all of our guests who came and hung out with us, Damali, and it was many. And one of the best things we did before we move on is we did Politics 101.
That has been one of the favorite things that I've loved about doing this show is being able to educate our community, because a lot of times we just don't know what we don't know.
You don't know? Hey.
And so we've had the awesome opportunity of doing Politics 101, and we stretched that out. That was, during when we were preparing to vote for president, then we talked about all of the offices.
Exactly.
Because actually what people don't really get is that, we all go and vote for president. But what about all of these other smaller offices and local elections? We don't, we don't even know what they are, who the people are. We don't even know.
Right.
And so one of the things that we've been able to do is to educate folks about all of these smaller elections that are taking place in community. And so that's been one of the funnest things that we've done, is to be able to share that information and try to get more people out to the polls. Right.
Because I must admit this, Damali, I don't know about you, but as far as me, growing up, I didn't know nothing about no city council. I didn't know nothing about no senator, no state representative. I would see signs outside every now and then, but it meant absolutely nothing to me.
Right.
So I was excited about people understanding, because now me and you definitely understand your local election is your election. I understand now one of the most powerful people in your city is your district attorney. Because when something comes up before him, he's going to decide whether he's going to prosecute or not.
Right.
And a lot of times that's what regulates your city. But understanding these different roles and what they do and how to get in contact them, one, I think was great. Two, by having those kind of classes, we was able to bring them into the radio station. So you didn't just hear it from us. We've had our mayor on several times. We've had our councilwoman on several times. our senator on, our state representatives, and others, and some that ran for office and maybe didn't even make it. But either way it go, we have made this a platform where we make sure our community is informed so that when people get in office, people not just sitting out there and don't have no accountability.
Absolutely. And that's going to continue. So, we're excited about that, and we just get more time to do it in. So now let's talk a little bit, and let's just shift our focus just a little bit and talk about what we're about to embark on.
Let's do it.
So as you guys know, we have been on Wednesdays at 1:00 for the past 6 years.
Right.
Now we are moving to a morning show.
Yes.
We are going to be on the air every single morning.
Right.
Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 9:00 a.m.
You can tell the way she's saying that is we are encouraging ourselves. It's a song that they sing at church. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. But we the type that we consistent.
Yes.
What we gonna do, we will do. And before we even really got all the way into it, we did sit and have a conversation with Uncle Bobby. We've been talking about this for probably 2 months, y'all. Yeah. Because the one thing I just want to make sure is crystal clear. We rocking with Uncle Bobby until the tires fall off, and we already riding to the rims, to the hubcaps. We gonna do that. So I'm extremely excited that we will also be live on KBOB. You know, so we'll just say that's a syndication partnership, whatever you want to call it. Long as you call it something good. So Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 if you tune in to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Yes.
So now you're actually going to get more of us. So now instead of just Wednesday at 1, you're going to get us Monday through Friday, 7 to 9.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
And so I think the beauty of this is going to be because sometimes it is like crazy for us because something happens and then we gotta wait all the way to Wednesday. And by the time Wednesday comes around, then it's done lost its fire. Right.
And I'll tell you this too, it's almost therapeutic to have a microphone because I think depression is a lot of crazy stuff going on and you don't have a voice.
Right.
And that's why
you feel like you don't have a voice.
Feel like you don't have a voice. You know, the one good thing about social media now, you can go live and sometimes you end up going to jail. So don't go live too much. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is when you have a show and you have a following, people want to know what you say because me and Damali got reporters, local, national, international. We get so many articles and updates. You saw this paper Damali got. These is our family and friends.
People send us stuff all the time.
And we appreciate it too.
We
appreciate it too. But I'll say I love to be able to just inform people, Damali. And I feel like with this morning show, first I feel Tom Joyner morning show. What's your favorite morning show?
It's Tom Joyner.
Look, hold on. What is y'all favorite morning show? That's the thing. When you think morning show, what do y'all think about when you think morning show? If you're in the other city, tell me if it's a morning show that you listen to. Chime in, let us know. What's your favorite morning show?
Mine was Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner morning show.
That was the jam.
And we didn't even make it to the cruise ship.
No, never did.
They was always cruising. Keith Sweat gonna be there, and then Boys the Men gonna be here. And I'm like, I want to get on the ship.
I had to work.
So maybe we'll do a cruise. Maybe we'll do our wake up. See? Hey. Let's stay focused. We'll stay, but that still might come down.
We ain't done day one yet.
But I am for me. I would say some of the things that's on my mind is this election that's coming up. It's probably going to be one of the most important elections of our lifetime. And it's going to determine probably if we're going to put our car in reverse and slam it to the floor, or we're going to do what we need to do and go forward as one unity in community. Can I say that, Damali?
Yeah.
So I'm excited that we're going to definitely use our platform to still not tell people who to vote for and what to vote for, but we're going to make sure you know what you voted for.
And we're going to make sure that you're getting to the polls. Make sure that you understand that you need to be checking the rolls to make sure that you are still registered to vote. So we're going to be talking about all of those things and, just making sure that all of the things that we've already talked about, we can get a little bit more in depth because we're on this having a show every single day.
Right.
So so it'll be great. I mean, still great, still our same personality, still the same temperature, just on a different channel.
Yeah, and I'm happy about the leadership, y'all. So for these couple of months that we've been putting everything together, we've reached out to our mayor. So he's agreed to come on once a quarter. We've reached out to the council person, the senator, the state representative. All these are coming through. People like Dr. Crutcher will come through. She do great things in the community. Black History Saturday with Christy. Oasis Fresh Market, and then one of my big things, Damali, is all the development. Because Damali and I, if you don't know, we are now currently emerging developers.
We've emerged.
We got a development coming up. We're going to talk more about that. But I'm just going to say this, health is wealth. That's one thing. But when you get your money right, that helps you as well. And so there are hundreds of millions of dollars worth of development that's going on in our community.
Absolutely.
And one big thing that Molly and I want to really push is people participating. So we're going to be doing workshops once a month at the event center, which is also where our radio station is located.
Right.
And we're going to be giving information. We're going to be hosting workshops. So if you are a young entrepreneur and you want to be able to get into those space, if you want to be knowing about trademarking, how to start your LLC, not-for-profit work, all these things are things me and Damali have been doing for a few decades. You put it together, we got a lot of years in this space, and we want to make sure that our community is informed on those things, making sure you have the right banking relationship, that you have a CPA, that you have an attorney, and all of those things. So when we do these workshops, all these people want to be social media influencers. Well, Damali and I make a couple dollars on social media. So we're going to have classes where you can be intentional. If you want to make money on YouTube, you want to make money on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms and a lot of that stuff. So I am excited to be able to because we sharing.
Yeah.
I think shared knowledge, Damali, is the one thing we miss in our community, because I think what happens is one or two people make it and they out of there.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have said it like that, should have.
No,
My
but
bad.
I
they
mean,
out of there. They move off. They get to the other side of town. They don't return people. They don't return your calls no more. They don't come for Thanksgiving and Christmas no more. You're like, man, what happened to my boy? So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is share the knowledge, which hopefully equates to sharing the wealth.
Yeah. And the other thing that we want to do is create a village. Where we are sharing this information, but this is the stuff that we've learned trial and error over the past 16 years for Charles working in community. It's been about 12 or 13 for me working in community. And so there are a lot of things that we've learned, a lot of, knocks up upside the head that we done took, that people don't have to. One of the biggest things, and I want you guys to hear me when I say this, one of the biggest things that we need to do, if you are a small business owner, you need to be advertising.
Right.
Instead of waiting on word of mouth, that's good, but that doesn't get you to the financial freedom that you desire.
Right.
Right. That's not going to get you to generational wealth. And if that is your goal,
right,
because maybe that ain't your goal. Maybe your goal is, I just want to sell 200 pairs of shoes a month, and that's it. That's all I want to do.
Right.
If that's your goal, then that's great. But if you are looking to be super successful in any business that you run, you have got to advertise.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we are going to be offering is we're going to be offering advertisement packages that are going to meet you where you are.
Right. I like that.
Right. So we're going to meet you wherever it is you are. If you can only afford $50 a week, then I'm sure we can find you a package, that we can put together for you, that we can customize, that'll get you that advertisement. So we want you guys to reach out to us. This is not just about us moving. We're trying to figure out how we can expand our reach and how we can let people know about the dope stuff that's happening in our community. Period. Point blank.
And I like that too. It's not just that. We're going to be covering a lot of local, national, and international news. So the platform going to expand in that sense. So for everybody that's listening, and you are in all these different states or different countries, we appreciate Uganda and London, a lot of them that tune in with us every week. But we are going to cover what's going on local, of course, because we're here in Tulsa.
Right.
But we're going to cover national news and international news. And another thing that we're going to do that I'm very excited about is we're going to show that we're better together.
Absolutely.
Black, white, green, yellow. We've been having great relationships for the entire time we've been working. One of our number one partners is Asbury. That's like one of our first partners. And of course, we over 100 partnerships, and they look like, we feel like it's going to look in heaven, where we all work together and we all be together. So we're hoping to showcase those things. So some of y'all don't want to get along with each other. We're going to try to find a way. We understand. Sometimes somebody disagreed. Somebody ate the last pancake. We get it. But in the world we living in now, you see what's going on in Minnesota. We don't have time to fuss over pancakes and somebody didn't give me no money on gas in high school when I gave him a ride home. We can't do that, y'all. So we're going to definitely bring in, we've been working with Cherokee, with Ashley Grant, who's going to be the councilwoman for the next 8 years. We've been coming talking about the reservation, because a lot of times, I ain't going to lie to Molly, as soon as you got a little curly hair right here, they got a little Indian in them. And that ain't
Right.
it, y'all. That ain't it. As soon as your hair's curly on the side, is that right?
That's
If
right.
you got a little baby hair down, that's that Indian blood. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is let you get registered.
Yes.
And have you come in. So we're going to work with them and have stuff at an event center where your cards, your benefits, and all those things. We've already started a lot of those things. So we're going to make those alignments. So when you need to get your card and when you need to get these things handled, we're going to grab people like Eli. We're going to grab people like Chief Hopkins. And we're going to grab people like Ash and have them come in to talk about, because we own that reservation, y'all, in North Tulsa. So this is some of our local news, but we're going to make sure we bridge that gap better to have better unity, you know, with our tribal. You know, I'm excited
So
about
it's
that.
so much more that we can be doing and so much more that we want to do in such
Right.
a bigger reach. So that's what's going to be happening. So we just wanted to share all of that information with you to let you know to expect more. We want to hear from you guys. What do you guys want us to talk about? What topics? Now, you know, we ain't going to get controversial and we ain't going to start slinging mud and we ain't going to talk about nobody. So if you want to do that, this ain't the show.
I might talk about you a little bit. No, I'm just playing. We ain't gonna talk about you.
No, we ain't.
But what we want to make sure you do have, you got your pen and your pad out. So the show is officially called The Community Wake Up.
Yes.
With Charles and Damali.
Right. And for those of you, we've got a jingle out there. Go to our our Facebook page and listen to the jingle that we put together. I think you guys are gonna love it, but you know, because it's about wake up. It's
about wake up. So we've been working on that.
Yeah.
And let me say another thing too, that's huge that we will be doing in our workshops, and we'll be bringing somebody in at least once a month, is this AI thing.
Yes.
You know, so
Damali, y'all remember
right.
how I was not on the bandwagon with this AI stuff.
Let me tell y'all something. 90 days ago, we was totally against that. That is from the devil. Now, we wasn't really thinking from the devil, but we were just looking at things that was happening.
Practically.
Like, so when Anna Marie Baker, I saw her on earlier, and some others, all y'all that is on, we understand that, but here's the deal. AI, there's a lot of people not gonna have some of the jobs.
The future.
I mean, it's the wave of the future. Some of the things, you know, because in these spaces we're in, we talk about this kind of stuff with national security, with the White House, and you talking about thousands of jobs are gonna be going away like that.
Yeah.
And only the people that's dealing with AI or that understand AI, man, it's going to be tough, you know, because now all the surgeries, you know, so it don't matter if you're a doctor, it don't matter if you're a lawyer, the lawyer going to be a robot, the lawyer, the lawyer going to be a doctor. The lawyer going to be AI. They're going to slide into the courtroom. They're going to know all the laws. They're going to know all the stuff. And you're going to be sitting there looking like, man, Charles and Damali was saying they're going to be doing the surgeries. If you're not, so now the doctors have to understand AI to program, because AI can only do what you tell it to do. And here's the thing. I'm hoping people like us do more of it so the other people don't get it and use it for all bad.
Yeah, because you know that's coming.
Because either way it go, it's what you're going to see when you start. Like now when I go, I went to, I was in Omaha. I ordered me some breakfast, ordered my stuff. Yeah, give your boy some French toast and some eggs with some cheese on it and some sauce. I ordered my little food. I was sitting there looking at my paper, and all of a sudden I looked at this robot guy. Oh, little Mr. Robot Man, woman, where did you come from? Hello, Chase.
Bringing your food.
And it was a Hispanic robot. Hello, Chase. I ain't even gonna do that kind of stuff, but it did have that kind of voice. But man, it gave me my food, said thank you for coming in, and turned this little stuff around, and then it did the Dougie. It kind of like,
and it was waiting for his tip.
And it was waiting for the tip. So I said, look, robot woman, robot man, I couldn't tell the sex of it. So here you go. But it was letting me know. And then I was at the Quick Trip in Tulsa, you know, and I said, man, somebody over there cleaning. I try to run around there and get something. The little thing is mopping and cleaning the floor.
Yeah.
At the Quick Trips right now in Tulsa.
Yeah.
But if by the time we get something, I'm glad we got a lot of people like Energizer, Uncle Brian, and my cousin, and Laura, all y'all on. By the time we get stuff, Uncle Chess, all of y'all, it is so much more advanced than what we doing. Because I feel like our country at least is always 20, 30 years ahead of us.
Right.
So they got AI doing way more. Can you think about war? They finna start, you can fly these little planes.
Natasha said, Charles, you have the best story.
I did. I'm telling you, that's a real story. They good stories because they're real stories, Natasha. I'm telling you the truth. And Damali, she gonna sit there and laugh. But at first I was like, man, I ain't finna eat this food. This robot done something. They done
Then he started all these conspiracy theories. I'm like, I'll eat mine. I don't know what you gonna do.
I think the robot done put something in my stuff. They gonna blame the robot, you know. But anyway, a big thing we will cover is AI. You know, so with us, y'all work with us because we got a plan for AI. Of course, it's for all positive stuff, or like Damali said, go down World One Development. We're gonna be posting all kind of little stuff, and it's gonna help us be a little more effective.
Yeah.
Damali, and what we do.
And
so I'm
if you
excited
guys
about
are friends of mine on my personal page, then I've kind of dabbled. If you look at some of the things that I did for Founders Day,
right.
for the Zetas, that was my attempt. And I don't think I did too bad.
It wasn't bad. It was actually
Yeah.
really, really good. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, what's
Yeah.
going on? But
so I'm learning.
yeah. And before we switch gears, because we'll take a break and come back with our Hump Day hot topic.
Yes.
Just remember, right now you can barely tell what's real
Absolutely.
and what's fake.
Yep.
Now, and people just getting started, and this AI changes like every day. So shout out to Tyrants Visually. He have classes. Damali and I went to that class. That class was all day. It was too long, but they fed me.
Oh, and they had some
Hot,
good food too.
I'm talking about Tyrants. If you
Like,
can
we
make
was
it to
eating.
Black Tech Street, it was a hot breakfast. It was a hot lunch. It was even hot snacks.
Yeah.
I mean, the chips was warm.
Eating.
The cookies was warm. Look, I done got hungry now. But anyway, the point is, no matter how old you are, young, seasoned, because I don't call nobody old, because you is as old as you think you are in your mind. It don't matter. Go get the basic, because guess what? Your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, nephew, this is what everybody gonna be doing, y'all.
And shout out to Miss Ramona Rogers
for helping us.
Over at Booker T. Washington High School. She is actually in charge of their robotics department over there. And she is working with AI. And so, we are working with her on a lot of projects, so I'm telling y'all, there's just so much stuff coming, so many things that we want to help the community be prepared for, because we don't want you guys to be left behind. And we're not just talking about the Tulsa community, we're talking about the community as a whole, because there's a lot, like I keep saying, you don't know what you don't know, but we're going to make sure that you know at least what we know.
That's what we call it, the community wake up.
Yeah.
One, you need to just wake up. Two, wake up. With that being said, we're going to take a break. We got some Hump Day hot topics. I'm telling y'all right now, you cannot mix. My boy Stephen Keys, he's showing out today.
Yeah.
But we'll be right back with our Hump Day hot topics right here on KBOB 89.9 FM. News you can use. Charles and Damali.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the all-new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's Hump Day!
Hey, Mike. It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Mike.
Just like that, y'all. We are back. Damali.
Yes.
It's the final episode of news you can use, getting people over the hump. We're not going to help you get over the hump. We're going to help you get out the bed. Starting February the 2nd, on Monday, we're going to be live Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. We're going to be live on NYCU.FM, World One Development News you can use, NYCU.FM, right here on KBOB 89.9 FM, all of those platforms starting next week if you're just not tuning in. So today we're just having fun and saying thank you all for tuning in with us. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. Thank you for just always being there for us. Thank you, Uncle Bobby, JB Smooth, Stephen Keys, and all our guests.
Yes.
That has ever pulled up on us.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all.
It. Yeah, for sure. All right. So our first hot topic. First of all, I didn't even know this was a thing. The United States Conference of Mayors. Did you even know that was a thing?
I did.
You knew it? I didn't know. Okay, so the United States National Conference of Mayors is calling for an immediate intervention by national leaders to de-escalate the situation in Minnesota. They say this is not a partisan issue. It is an issue of national concern that demands statesmanship and leadership. This status quo is unacceptable, and bringing peace to the situation will require the immediate attention of administration, congressional leaders, and all those who have influence over our federal law enforcement agencies. So they're like, hey, enough is enough.
So what's going on now, y'all? It sounds like it's a fight for power.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the problem that I see, Damali, is you dealing with against your own government. It just seems so ironic and so weird that we're doing that. But it's like other people with power. Because, of course, with us, we don't have nowhere near the power that they have. But when the coalition of mayors get together, they do have power.
Right.
And they got to bring up, what they feel and what they see that's going on. Hopefully subside all of this foolishness. I don't even understand how we even got here other than what Jonathan said, fear tactics and all those things. So this is all political. But imagine this, Damali. It's one thing to say something bad about somebody over the mic or put something in the newspaper, but then when you're going to be killing people, trying to get your way in your own country, the people that you're supposed to serve, the people that pay your salary, man, we're dealing with something different. So we're going to have to do something to make a change about that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
To the live. What we got going on the live?
Uncle Brian said my dad at one time was president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Really? That's right. He was a mayor in California, right?
California. That's good stuff, Uncle Brian. So you got to let us know, what's going on. And then I'm going to go back up to the AI. Jonathan Cole, my nephew, man, it's good to see you on. He said, not only AI, don't forget about cryptocurrency. He said something good. It's going to be a game changer. Yeah, everything's going towards crypto. Nephew, you are absolutely right. And we'll chime in. Of course, we on top of it.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely make sure we dibble and dabble in that to make sure people have a clear understanding of what's going on with that. Understand these the dollar bills, y'all.
Exactly.
On their way out.
Listen, I see that Dave and Donna Jones are on. They ain't being secret listeners today.
They're not going to be secret listeners today.
Not on the last show. Not going to happen.
Listen, Dave, the Jones is in the house.
Absolutely.
And what we're trying to do on News You Can Use, we're just trying to keep up with the Joneses. See, they recommended to us to come up with the morning show, but we just going to keep up with the Joneses this time. But no, shout out to our family. Much love to y'all. We appreciate y'all so much.
All right, guys. If you have not heard this, America's healthiest states are ranked.
Hold on. Wait, let me do my sit-ups right here on the show. Cause you can stand up and do crunches, right?
Yeah.
America's healthiest
states.
Y'all get your pen and pad
2025.
Oklahoma better be somewhere in the top 5. I'm telling you that.
They rank the states across 99 measures. Okay.
We ain't gonna read
so
all.
It ain't no.
What's the top 3?
But so they rank physical inactivity.
Oh man.
Smoking and air quality are the top 3 that they rank.
That's good.
Okay. So let me just tell y'all. Y'all tell me what state y'all in so I can tell y'all where y'all
where y'all from. If you're on the live, now we know the locals, but if you from somewhere, John, you down there in Texas, he be living in some spots. But anyway, let's go with these top spots to live because I'm gonna be in Tulsa, but I'm looking for some places to visit from time to time.
Okay, so let me tell you. Number 1, what's ranked number 1 as the healthiest state?
No, we shouldn't do that. We should go start at the bottom and come up. So we can have the drum roll. Yeah.
Okay.
From the worst to the best.
Out of all 50?
Not all 50, just top 10. You go to whatever's 10, they go 10, 9, 8, on up. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do the top 10.
Okay.
Top 10. Number 10 is Rhode Island.
You know what? Rhode Island is one place that I've never been to.
Me either.
And as a matter of fact, I didn't even think about it. I got to do better. So all my Rhode Islanders out there, it's my bad, y'all. In my mind, Rhode Island is like a different country or something. Now we met the young brother that was from there.
Rhode Island,
when we was in Evanston one time. And we met him and he was a sharp brother, but he never returned my call. I said, see that he went back into the Twilight Zone on me. He went back to Rhode Island. You reach out to him, he don't answer his phone. But anyway, so Rhode Island is number 10 top. City to live in. Rhode Island, y'all.
The healthiest.
The healthiest. Anybody on here been to Rhode Island? If you have, they healthy down there.
Yeah. Okay, number 9 is Hawaii. Now, I can believe that. I can believe that because when I was in Hawaii, everybody is outside. They kayaking, they surfing, they
swimming,
running, swimming.
Let me tell you something. To be honest, I would think Hawaii would be ranked much higher.
I would think so too.
Hawaii. Who's stressed in Hawaii? You got the beach.
You know what? Now, let me tell you something.
What?
Eggs might cost $15 an egg.
But give me pineapples. Give me pineapples, baby. Give me some pineapples and water. You know what I'm talking about? You got all that fresh fruit over there growing. I'm just thinking, I would think tropical. I'm thinking less stress. I'm thinking it would be air quality.
It's beautiful.
The stuff that you said. Yeah. But it's number 9.
It's number 9.
Oh, I'm really curious now.
Number 8 is Maryland.
Maryland?
You've been to Maryland.
I've been to Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
I've been to Baltimore. So I've been to Maryland.
What do you think about Maryland?
Let me tell you something. If you have been to Maryland, now I know Baltimore and some areas, it get kind of rough.
Yeah.
but the food is good. I love how the city look. My son played football for West Point.
Yeah.
So when they played the Army-Navy game, it was at the Baltimore Ravens Stadium.
Okay.
You know, so I went in a day or two early. Man, Baltimore is beautiful. But don't make the wrong turn. But they number 8, and that's good. That's good.
Number 7 is Washington State.
Washington State, Energizer. That's your spot.
That's Energizer. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, J. Cole. That's what's going on, niece? J. Cole is in the building.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you said. We're gonna get through here and come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back
Uncle
to it.
Brian said Hawaii is too expensive.
It's way too expensive.
It's expensive. What you said? The eggs? You said
$15 an egg.
So at this point, raise chickens yourself like they do in Africa and feed them.
Right.
Then you just go into egg business,
baby. Because I'm telling you, it's
really
high.
expensive. Like
it's
everything.
Expensive. The food is high. The rent is high. It's high. But it's beautiful.
I've been to a lot of places. I have not been to Hawaii.
Oh my God.
How many times you been?
I've only been once with my dad before he passed away. Our family, we went 13 deep.
Yeah, my daddy should have took me because at this point I got to get my checking account
and
my savings account.
You got to get your money
give
up.
Me a part-time job. Quick Trip, give your boy a job because I'm trying to go Hawaii because it's expensive to go.
You got to get your money up. Okay, number 6 is Minnesota.
Wow. Minnesota.
KJ, where are you at?
KJ normally he probably listening now. He probably secret listener today because he at work. But anyway, so we've been to Minnesota. We've been to the Twin City, man. Minnesota is nice.
It is nice.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's so clean. Because it's cold.
It's cold.
Can't nothing live there. That's a germ.
Cold.
Not in Minnesota. Man, you think it get cold in Oklahoma? No. I think in Minnesota it's mandatory.
It's ridiculous.
To keep a full tank of gas because you have to warm up your car.
Absolutely.
You can't like us in Tulsa.
He ain't making this up.
I'm not making this up. This is a rule. When I got to Minnesota, I was like, hey, we getting ready to go. They said, oh no, you want to die? You want frostbite? Now, what you talking about? You have to warm up your car.
Yeah.
When it gets bitter cold, it might be 20, 30 degrees below zero. You have to warm up your car or you be in your car like this.
Just froze.
Frozen in time.
Right.
Baby. So
number 5 is Utah.
I can see that. Utah, the Great Lakes.
I've never been to Utah.
Yeah. I've been through Utah.
You know. I've never been.
But you go to Utah, you talking about lakes and mountains and trees and the big mooses and all that. So Utah, that makes sense.
Number 4 is Connecticut.
Haven't been to Connecticut.
Number 3 is Vermont.
That makes sense.
Number 2 is Massachusetts.
So everything's like on the East Coast.
Yes,
also okay.
And then number 1 is New Hampshire.
All East. That's all right there in the list. Okay.
Now let's do the bottom 10.
Can we do the bottom 10? Because we need to know. Because we see you got to move and you got to get your money right to get to these places. 10. The bottom 10, like the worst spots to live. You better not say
the most.
Hold on. Do not say Arkansas or Oklahoma. I'm telling you right now, don't start this. This is our last show. We don't want people to say, you see what they said about us? Don't do it.
Listen.
Go ahead and do it.
Listen.
We got to do better.
So what do you want me to do? Number 40 or number 50?
Just do 10. Just start.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Go 40 down.
40 down. Okay, so number 40.
Number 40.
Texas.
Is the worst?
The unhealthiest.
Unhealthiest?
The unhealthiest.
Now, let me tell you something.
Texas. Number 40.
I was born in Texas. That's number 1. So that's the love is there. They be eating in Texas, Damali. Most people from Texas.
That's why they're unhealthy.
See, don't do that. No, it's
the
largest state too. There's a lot going on. It's the cattle, the cows, the steaks. People eat big, fat, long steak. You eat a steak, you're gonna gain 8 pounds, Damali. So I think you got to give Texas. Why. Shout out to Texas. That's why them football, them Cowboys, that's y'all.
Man,
that's why they can't win.
That's why they can't win.
They're heavy. They're a little heavy.
Number 41 is New Mexico. We've been to New Mexico.
They be eating good.
They do eat good.
In New Mexico, I know a lot of people like, why y'all go to New Mexico? The food only
is amazing.
Is a reason why
it's
you
amazing.
should go to because the food is amazing. When you get there, they start telling you, go here to eat. They just give you the top 3 as soon as you land.
Now,
New Mexico, Texas, man.
We're
going to do better, Texas, because we can't go out like that.
Number 42 is Nevada.
Nevada?
I can see that.
I can see Nevada.
See that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, they at the bottom.
Man, we working our way to the most unhealthiest state.
To the most unhealthy state.
And I hope you're not on there, but let's go.
Number 44 is Tennessee. These are all the places we've been.
See?
That's like
now y'all understand the struggle.
Right.
Now all the places we haven't been. Well, we have been to some of them.
Natasha talking about, unfortunately, yes, fried food.
Let's slow down because I just feel. Can we go to the live? And Natasha said, "Yeah, it's true."
Yeah.
Uncle Brian said Utah is beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Natasha said, Brian, yes, it is. Unfortunately, yes, fried chicken, fried food. You
Yeah.
go down there by
It's just
gonna say
Just
you go to
fried,
Memphis.
fried.
You go to Memphis, Tennessee, and go on Beale Street. Now, most of us been on Beale Street. You gonna eat till you drop all sleepy.
Right.
You know, it just set in on you.
It just
Comfort food.
Number 45,
Number 45.
Oklahoma.
See, I just told you, don't do that. When we in Oklahoma, we here on Black Wall Street. How you gonna do Black Wall Street like that? Now we telling people to come to the rally. We telling people to come to Juneteenth. Now you gonna say,
Well, that mean they gonna eat good. It's gonna be unhealthy. So you might want to bring your jogging shoes, go on ahead and store. But see, let me tell you what the problem is. Let me finish the list, and I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. Number 46 is West Virginia.
man, oh, that's a distance away. West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 47 is Alabama.
I can see that.
Alabama.
Not shout out to Alabama, but they be doing some good eating.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Like rolling biscuits. Now let me take that's Ricky Smiley spot. My bad, y'all.
Number who said this? Jonathan said Tennessee is his home state. LOL. He said, I believe it. I believe it.
Look, the thing about it, at least we be honest. The
Yeah,
one thing
we
I
are.
like about us, we'll be honest about it. In Tennessee, we be eating. No, I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie, we be eating.
All right. Number 48, Mississippi.
You know they be eating.
Now, you know the aunties down there in Mississippi be cooking.
They invented the word aunties.
Right.
Because they can cook good
Man.
in Mississippi.
All right. Number 49, Arkansas.
Oh my God.
Y'all almost at the bottom of the barrel, bro.
We are from the natural state. Let's start there.
Y'all naturally unhealthy.
Ugh.
Number
that-
49.
It wasn't like that, but we number 49.
49. But guess who number 50 is?
Who is the most unhealthiest
The
state?
most unhealthiest state in the United States. Number 50, Louisiana.
Oh God, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Y'all, Louisiana, y'all can't even say nothing.
Right, can't even say that. That's
Look.
what I'm saying. This list, I'm like,
You can't even say
yeah.
nothing. Everybody don't know what y'all say about Louisiana. If you've been to
Yeah.
Louisiana, you too gained 10 pounds
Right.
in a couple of days. Because I'm
They
telling you
said
something.
Louisiana.
Just-
Yes, that's what they say.
Louisiana is the most unhealthiest.
unhealthy.
But want me to tell you what don't make sense on the other side?
What's that?
They produce the most NFL players,
Mhm.
which that means you the most elite athlete.
Mhm.
So that means you either eating
Mm-hmm.
or working out.
Yeah, exactly.
But those like the
100%.
divine line, the people on this side of the track, they eating everything. On the other side of the
Now,
track, they running.
I'm gonna tell y'all what the problem is.
What's the problem?
The problem is y'all be making these resolutions, and by the end of January, 23% of y'all done quit.
That's the problem right there.
And then by the end of February, 43% of y'all done quit.
Yeah. So Damali, we got to
That's
get
the
some people
problem.
some pointers. 3 things, Damali, that people can do because we try to do what we can do because we talk about health as well. We try to work out. So let's give some tips now because they all in our area.
Right.
We're talking about the unhealthiest
So
places.
sad.
We're gonna do better in 2026. So let's get the people 3 things that you can do.
Listen, wait. AJ
To the
talking
line.
about, yes, I've been to Louisiana when I ordered crab legs, and a plate of crab legs was one of them was bigger than me. See, AJ, we trying to help the people.
You know what?
Not encourage them to be unhealthy.
It's one place I just want to know, y'all. Y'all just bear with me. We just gonna find out. I just need to know where is Miami? Where's
Oh,
where's
Miami?
Florida? I just want to
Let's
know
see
where
where
Florida fall.
Florida is number 30.
So they're kind of in the middle of the road. So it kind of
They're kinda in the middle of
that
the
kind of
road.
makes sense. But I'm just gonna say this to Molly. When they
Mhm.
said Louisiana the unhealthiest, it's one they the friendliest people, but the best food I can say when I think of all places, Louisiana,
They got some good food now.
they got the best food. Where's your number?
Uh-huh.
If you say a state with the best food, who you going with?
Florida.
You going? I'm going with Louisiana.
Yeah.
You been down to
Florida's
New
one of my
Orleans?
places. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The breakfast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
But that's all unhealthy.
But
That's all.
we not talking about that. We're talking about why we the unhealthiest in Louisiana.
Right,
That's what we're talking
right.
about. The food, the chicken.
Oh,
I was
my
eating a
God,
piece of
it's
chicken
amazing.
and ate the chicken and the bone. I like I eat
Like
the whole
who?
sandwich. They like, Charles, what about? I'm like, oh, I thought it was all together.
Right, all
My bad.
together.
Anyway, we're gonna switch gears, y'all.
Yes.
We're just having fun. What we got
Yes.
coming up next? We got Hump Day Hot Topics.
Last hot topic. America's nephew is going to the Pro Bowl.
Who was America's nephew going to the Pro Bowl?
Shador Sanders. Why y'all trying to hate on
You
him?
better agree. The 5th round draft pick,
The 5th round draft pick that they didn't want
the quarterback that was on 4th on the depth chart that wasn't gonna get on the field.
wasn't even gonna get on
The
the
one
field.
that everybody had to get hurt for him to even get in the game.
That's
The
that
one that got no snaps with the first screen
that one
is going to the Pro Bowl.
going to the Pro Bowl.
Is it because he's an influencer? Do you think it's about money?
Absolutely.
A little bit might be
Listen.
money, but I can say the games that he played.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I know he's an alternate, but the bottom line is you got to think about it. You got to think about it. I think Shedeur has shown us just don't give up.
Listen, he has been officially recognized as one of the top players at his position for the season.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah.
So no matter what you think about him, he there.
And here's the ticket. Here's the deal. Here's the real deal. People say, I say, here's the ticket all the time. I'm trying to change just a little bit. Is the line, now Cleveland, I love y'all now. Nothing against you brothers personally, but the line is trash. The Cleveland Browns line is trash. Soon as you say hut, the people going to be in your pocket. They are in the pocket automatically. So for him to achieve this on that team, it adds. Now the defense was pretty solid, but that offensive line, most of them, you can just run into that quick trip. You can run into them just at the park because they was not blocking for this brother. He had to get rid of that ball like in less than 2 seconds. But I'm just going to say the bigger picture is this. America watched what Deion, Shiloh, Shedeur, and his family went through in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
When this brother was supposed to be top 1 or 2 pick, at least top 10. We can all at least agree the brother should have been a top 10. But to go from a top 10 pick, and you know what that money looked like, all the way down to a 5th round. I could have possibly went in the 5th round because I was going to get cut anyway. Damali could have went as a running back in the 5th round because I mean, you just own the team.
You own the team.
For us to know this brother was golden, and for him to stick to it, Damali, he has showed us how to just balance out your mental, because his situation could have broke most people. You can't survive people just beating you down. You can't get no reps. They saying the stuff about the coach don't want you in, and they try to sabotage everything that you do, and you make it to the Pro Bowl. Congratulations to the nephew.
So let me tell you guys why it matters. Even though and this is what they say, even though the Pro Bowl is now a skill showcase plus flag football instead of a full contact game, the honor still carries weight. It gives you national validation of elite performance. It boosts his football resume. So this is going to follow him forever. It raises NFL draft stock and scouting attention. It strengthens NIL and brand value. And it confirms he's competing at a top tier level among his peers. So how that impacts him on his career, he's not just a high profile name. He's producing at an elite level. The NFL front offices, analysts, and sponsors take note, and it reinforces the narrative that he's NFL ready, not just hype.
Just like that. And Uncle Brian said something even better than that. Sanders is going to be a Pro Bowl because his jersey is number 10 best-selling jersey this year. And that says a lot. Shout out to Shedeur. Shout out to the Sanders family. Y'all have been an example of poise, trusting God, and overcoming adversity.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to y'all. All right.
Congratulations. All right, so y'all.
Black History Trivia question?
Black History Trivia.
Oh, let me did I change my answer to C? What I do? I'm B and C.
You said
whichever one you said. Now, if you say it's not B or C, now that is going to be horrible. But let's go anyway.
Okay. Black History Trivia question. For those of you who did not hear it, who was the African-American seamstress, activist, and writer who bought her own freedom and ended up being the trusted seamstress for First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln? Was it A, Ann Lowe? Was it B, Rosemary Reed Miller? Was it C, Elizabeth Keckley? Or was it D, Rosa Parks? Now, it looks like World One Development said A. AJ said B.
He said B 2 times. So he doubled down on it.
And Charles said B, but then he also said C with Uncle Brian, Hilda, Eli, and Anna Marie. Okay. So the answer is C.
Yes.
Like, yes, you had B and C, bro.
I said B and C. Look.
That's why you.
Unless I'm standing in the middle of the road, somebody gonna hit me in the middle of this traffic.
I cannot.
Come on, read it. My bad. Look.
So, Elizabeth Keckley was the African-American seamstress. So she was a seamstress, and from sewing with needle and thread, she ended up working her way into the White House and became the trusted seamstress for First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln.
That is awesome.
Ain't
Congratulations
that cool?
to all
I
of
think
us that
that's
got it
cool.
right.
So the banned book of the week this week is The State of Emergency: How We Win in a Country We Built by author Tamika Mallory.
I love that.
Yes.
Read that one more time.
It is State of Emergency: How We Win in a Country We Built by author Tamika Mallory.
I love it. Okay. With that being said, y'all get your pen and pad out. We're going to zip through these upcoming events to let you know what's going on in our city.
Natasha said, Charles, you can't have two answers.
Hold on, Natasha. See how you do me? It's the last show. And I'm just trying to go out a winner. You know what I'm talking about? Because if I lost, we was going to have to do at least one more show. Next week, I was going to be back. But Damali gave me some grace. She said, I'm going to let them go with B or C. You know what I mean?
Lord.
She gave me some, because I was in between. But I was leaning more towards C.
Yeah.
AJ done put two B's out there. Like he was sure the answer is B, Charles. You know. But anyway.
This is Charles we're talking about, Uncle Brian said.
They don't want to do right.
Don't want to do right.
Upcoming events, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Come on.
Upcoming events. Soul of Sunday happens every single Sunday from 1 o'clock p.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. with Corey D on NYCU.FM and on the Facebook page of NYCU.FM and Corey D. Taylor.
Right.
Zeta Phi Beta, Sorority Incorporated Phi Beta Zeta chapter is taking applications for the Leslie Heights Toure Educational Scholarship. They will be awarding a $1,000 scholarship to a qualified graduating female high school student in the Tulsa metro area. To get information, go to z5btulsa.org/scholarships. The deadline is January 31st, so you only got a few more days.
Man, a couple of days, and look, our producer gonna give us a little music to go with your little jam, because you know you're jamming on the voice. We can get a little mix in the back as we get out. We'll part our way on out.
Okay.
Just like that. Shout out to my Zeta sisters. And I seen what y'all did. Y'all stepping up in this big situation that's going on too. But we'll talk about that next week.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we already talked about the new morning show. We'll just go ahead and skip past that. The 13th annual Black Wall Street Heritage and History Festival is going to be happening on February the 7th from 11 o'clock a.m. until 6 o'clock p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. The theme this year is Black Thoughts Matter.
They do.
I love that.
They absolutely
With
do.
special guest speaker, Koresh Ali Lanzana.
Yes.
For vendor information, you can contact Miss Billy Parker at 918-770-6020. Now, the Black History Program honoring GBDA Men of Distinction is going to be happening February the 7th at 6 o'clock p.m. at the Word Family Church at their Family Life Center, located at 277 North Street in Camden, Arkansas.
Have you ever been to Camden, Arkansas? Because you said that with too much authority.
You know what? I have been there one time.
One time.
Well, actually, I've been through there.
Oh,
Let me just
hey,
drove
people.
through.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
hey.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. So the keynote speaker is going to be none other than Mr. Charles Harper.
Natasha, I need you to go with me, because Natasha keeps me on the straight and narrow. You know, make sure I'm not slipping on this thing.
Right.
I'm excited because this is my first speaking engagement of the year. It's Black History.
Yes.
You know, so it's family, it's fun. Some of my frats and there people gonna pull up. So hey, y'all, give them the rest of the information. I'm excited.
They're going to be raising money to revitalize the OCTS/GBDA auditorium. So this is their historically Black school,
right?
That is in Camden, right?
No,
in Bearden. I'm sorry, in Bearden. And so the tickets are $25. You can call 501-590-8718 to donate or to get more information. Also, they are going to have a commemoration book of supporters. Yes. And so they're selling ads for this book. In order for you to get an ad, you can get different numerations, right? So you can get a full page ad for $500. You can get a half page ad for $250, a quarter page for $125. You can be on the patrons list, which is your name listed only, for $50. And so I would say everybody under the sound of my voice, buy an ad to support Charles and his community. This is, what was this? Camden is where you lived when you were in elementary school?
I lived in Camden, which is good. I went to middle school in Camden. But I graduated in Bearden. So I was in Bearden kindergarten to 5th grade. Then I went to Camden 6th grade, 7th grade, but I came back to Bearden in the 8th grade.
Okay.
It was 8th grade until I graduated. So this is perfect because my family in both.
Yes.
You know,
Gotcha.
but if you can't make it, go to the Cash App. You got the Cash App? Let's give them the Cash App.
App is OCTS 1969.
$sign on the front end.
$sign. I guess
we'll
I should have said
post that. So even if you can't make it,
Mhm.
still support, because that's what we do. Sometimes we
Absolutely.
can't pull up. You just text and say, Charles, you can't make it. No, but I'm gonna get an ad for you
Yes.
to put it. And then if you do get an ad, text me. I'll make sure I get you a book and I'll send it to you.
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
Absolutely.
But we're gonna have fun down there for a great cause, because a lot of people don't know, no matter how big or small your town, at one time it was just an all-black school.
Yeah.
Before segregation.
Yeah.
So we're gonna support them building a gym, because there's gonna be resources for the community where they can have activities for kids and adults and all those kind of things. So it is for a tremendously good cause. Damali,
Yes.
it's like all the stuff we do here.
Yes.
We make sure the kids and adults have places to go to learn computers, financial literacy, tutoring, and all of that good stuff.
Exactly.
So that is, and I grew up there. That's where I got my speed from.
Uh-oh.
I used to be up there at the F.O. Jones Center doing our, they have the deal during the summertime at the churches. Did y'all used to do that? And all the different churches
come together.
and you be racing and all of that. But we used to be running with my shoes off. But anyway, I'm gonna run back.
That's country for real.
That's country. No, I'm gonna tell you something. In Arkansas, if you race somebody and you beat them, if they take their shoes off the molly, you done messed up. That's called turbo burners. When they take them shoes off, just know you're gonna lose in Arkansas. I told y'all on the live, if they take their shoes off, trust me, you better be ready to run. But anyway, we'll be there. Damali, you said you're gonna pull up?
I'm gonna pull up.
So we're gonna say community wake up news. You can use KBOB. We're gonna be in the building. And hey, the Lord said we got something to say.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Want to give a huge shout out to Miss Maybelle Wallace. She sent me a message to let us know that it is theater time. It is time for the plays once again. So Nat Turner in Jerusalem is going to be coming to the PAC Liddy Dungeons Theater. It's starring Obum Ukabam.
Right.
It's going to be February 21st and 22nd, and then again February 28th and March 1st. Tickets are available at TulsaPAC.com, or you can call 918-596-7111.
Shout out to Miss Maybelle. Doing such a great job.
Maybelle.
She is just 21-year-old Maybelle Wallace. Y'all got to see her. You got to meet her.
Right. There's another thing happening. The Silver Leaf Court, number 31, presents a musical journey through Black history. This is also going to be on February the 7th, 2026 at 11 o'clock a.m. is the luncheon. It's going to happen at Paradise Baptist Church, 507 East King Street. The donation is $25. Step back in time with the Voices of Unity, Reverend Leon Shepherd, OK Jubilee, Brother Jamar Rogers, and many, many more. Pastor Goss is going to be there. Speaker Regina Goodwin is going to be there.
That's awesome.
For tickets, call Miss Stutt at 918-607-5994, Mr. Art at 918-563-3570, or Miss McBee at 918-277-3250.
Man, I'm so happy that there's so many great Black history programs going on.
I know, right?
So no matter if you're black, white, green, or yellow, go to a program, support what's going on, lean in, get involved, because Black history is our history.
Exactly. All right. Scholarships. Y'all know how I feel about scholarships.
We
got to get these kids some money. So scholarship opportunity over $770,000.
Hold on. How much?
$770,000 in scholarships for Oklahoma students. This is open to grades 9 through 12. What they are going to do is test your knowledge of Oklahoma history and geography. You can register by February 27th. You apply at Oklahoma HOF. That's Harry Oscar Frank.com in order to get into this scholarship pool right here.
Look, for $770,000, I'll go back to the 9th or the 10th grade. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'll go apply for that. $770, I'll go apply. Let me apply for about 70 of that 770. But anyway, what I love about our show is we're giving you kids opportunity, because one of the biggest hurdles of why our kids can't get to school, because the money is short. And we don't want you to have all that debt trying to graduate. Look, done graduated 30 years ago and still paying off student loan debt.
Okay.
That is not right.
Miss Pearlie Newton said, thanks for the shout out. You are so welcome. And we look forward to seeing you.
We will be there next weekend.
Oh, this is for you.
Yeah.
This is for you. Freshman scholarships available at LU. There's a full ride scholarship available. It starts at 3.5 unweighed GPA.
I'm out. No, I'm just
Stop
playing.
it.
No, I'm out for.
You are not. Stop it. You would not.
3.5 GPA. Woo.
And let me put my glasses on.
You're right. Look, she done upgraded even reading. She had to put her glasses on just to read it.
Glasses on to read all this. Okay, so it's a full ride scholarship. Starts at 3.5 unweighted GPA, and 22 ACT score.
We can post the rest
Uh,
of it, so we ain't got
yeah.
to hit it all. So just where they go to apply.
Okay. Apply for admissions at langston.edu/apply now. And to apply for scholarships, go to langston.awardspring.com.
And we'll post it on our Facebook page, so
Yeah.
you'll get that. So get the money, y'all, and get
Yes.
to school.
Okay, and then next, EduRec is having its 13th annual spring break camp, March 16th through 20th. They're going to the kids are going to be introduced to STEM, an introduction to woodworking, which is I'm really excited about.
Right.
Black history and more. Camp is from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. To sign up, go to edurectulsa.com/camps and complete the registration form. The cost is $60 for the entire week, which includes breakfast, lunch, a snack, and all of the activities. Now, if you are a company or organization that would like to sponsor a child,
right,
then please go to EduRec Tulsa and leave your information. We'll get back in contact with you to tell you how to make your donation.
Right. And if you want to sponsor the whole entire camp, we'll appreciate that even more. But if you just want to like, I got $60, I got $120.
Right.
Everybody can sponsor. This is the thing where our part,
Yes,
like
everybody
let me
can
do
do
my
something.
part. When I get paid Friday, I'm gonna sponsor a kid or two. That's what we can do. The companies can do the bigger stuff. So if you're listening, you got an extra 60, go to edurectulsa.com, click the button, say I'm scholarshiping one kid, because trust me, the need is there. Can I say that?
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely. Okay. Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity is also awarding scholarships. They have 2 scholarships that they're giving away. The deadline for you to apply for those scholarships is March 31st, 2026. And we'll put the link on there so that you can go ahead and make that sign up for that scholarship as well.
And those 2 scholarships are for $1,000.
Absolutely.
Trust me, you can use $1,000
Sure can.
when you're in college.
Listen,
So
you can
apply.
use $50.
Shout out to my boy Mario Choice. That's his crew.
Okay.
A5A. Okay.
All right. Delta Sigma Theta sorority are offering scholarships as well. You can go to dsttulsaalumni.org for scholarship application. The deadline there is April the 10th of 2026.
Don't procrastinate. Go
Don't
ahead
procrastinate.
and apply.
And then last but not least, Black Wall Street Rally dates are May 14 through 16, 2026. If you have not gotten your hotel room, what you waiting on?
Right. And they just got nominated for this huge festival deal. So I'm going to post that on our World One Development. Y'all follow that because they're going to do something big. I believe it's a huge announcement on Friday.
Absolutely. And I think we need to be voting for them, right?
And we got to vote for them as well.
We'll post that
We'll
so you
all
guys
that
can
good
know
stuff.
what you need to do because we
Absolutely.
need your votes. All right. Birthdays. January 29th, Aaron AJ Johnson at Oasis has a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Y'all go shop at Oasis
That's
and
tomorrow.
buy something.
That's tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Yep, it
Today,
sure
28,
is.
tomorrow.
So tomorrow, go by Oasis, shop, and say happy birthday. Take AJ a piece of cake
or something. Get a man a high five. Go by.
He does really good work. January the 30th, Chef Chad Cherry has a birthday, as well as our frat brother Mario Johnson.
Shout out to the Google people. Shout out to my LB at the end, the new original tail dog of the Super Sexy 6. Don't ask no questions.
I'm not asking.
Don't ask no questions. We just gonna keep cousin
alone.
with the Brenda Isham. I see you jumped in, and
What's
Miss
up,
Darlene
Ish?
Gilmore. That's my cousin.
Hey,
Welcome
Darlene.
to the show. I feel the love, cousin.
Which cousin?
I'm talking about cousin Miss Newton.
Oh, yes.
I just want to make sure today, I think, is the deadline to get an ad. So if you want to get that ad today, then you're going to need to reach out and call that number today. And we will post that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I could say it again really quick.
Say it one more time. If you need an ad, the deadline is the 28th, which is today. So who they need to call to get an ad for the
you can call 501-590-8718.
And if you want to get a ticket, that Cash App is
OCTS 1969.
dollar sign in front. So $OCTS 1969. That's the Cash App. Only $25. You're gonna get me. I'm worth $1. No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna get me. You're gonna get dinner. We're gonna dance a little bit. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna take some pictures and all of that good stuff. And I got some gems. I got some nuggets to drop. You know, if I'm showing up. And Damali, you coming?
I'm coming.
She got gifts and prizes too. She gonna bring some wake up stuff and some KBOB stuff.
I can do that.
We gonna bring some stuff.
Some swag.
We gonna bring the energy too. So y'all get ready for that.
Absolutely. Okay, so once again, thank you guys
Yes.
so very much for just hanging with us, listen to our antics and, what we do. But, it's all love. We really thank you and appreciate you for just coming on every Wednesday and just hanging in here with us. I mean, it does our hearts good to
Right.
see the numbers when we start is almost the exact same when we end. So that means you're just staying in here and you're staying locked in and loaded. And we appreciate that. And we're looking forward to seeing you when we switch over on Monday.
On this Monday, February 2nd, Monday at 7 a.m. I'm going to get there by
7.
7:30.
See,
No, I'll be
he
there at
started
7.
already, y'all.
Now, y'all know I'm not really technically a morning person, but I'm going to be a morning person starting next week. I've been going to bed at 10 because I've been getting myself ready. So we are taking this very, very serious. But
Yes.
the Community Wake Up starts February 2nd on Monday
February
next week.
2nd.
We're going to be live on NYCU.FM. We're going to be live on World One Development
Yes.
like we are right now. We're going to be live on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Right.
We continuing to do this thing together.
Right.
And y'all make sure y'all pull up because we're going to be there all week, Monday through Friday.
Yes.
The Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali.
Absolutely.
Giving you some news that you can use.
So don't forget, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That is World One Development, 36th Street North Event Center, Edgerac Youth and Family Fund Center, Fitting Back In Prison Reentry, and of course, NYCU.FM.
And remember, all these shows we've ever had all live on YouTube. So if you go to the official World One Development News, you can use all these shows, all these years, they live on YouTube. So
Uncle Brian said he's going to see us Monday morning.
hey, that's what I'm talking about, Uncle Brian. I appreciate the love. We got to go, y'all. We love y'all. To reach us, now you're going to have to just go to NYCU.FM, leave a message, or go to World One Development, leave a message, and we will make sure we contact you. And you can stroll to the bottom of NYCU.FM, subscribe to that page because all of our updates and where we're going and what we're going to be doing is all going to be right there in the holding spot.
Yes.
So any of your advertising needs, hosting needs, event needs, business, any of that, we can get that on NYCU.FM. So I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
We're going to be live next week from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So make sure you tap in on the debut.
If you would like to promote or advertise your events or business on our show, inbox us on Facebook at World One Development. This has been World One Development's News You Can Use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and their guests, and not necessarily to this station, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with KBOB 89.9. This is World One Development's News You Can Use.